Yeah.
All right, so let's do Drake, man. Read this post on his IG. He says, people like to complain about how much music I put out, but I look around at all these faces and I know it's summertime. I got to give you new music. I don't know about these guys that go away for 3, 4, 5 years that want to chill out and all that. That's not me. So this must have been a response to
talking to Kendrick.
I know it's about Kendrick. It's got to be about Kendrick. It's got to be about Kendrick.
Did Kendrick say anything to Drake? Did I miss that?
No,
They've been talking back and forth.
Just subliminals.
Yeah.
Subliminals.
Oh, okay.
But I immediately thought Kendrick.
I immediately thought Kendrick when I saw that as well, but I didn't understand why he would even say it.
I mean, but this is on brand for Drake. It's a sub. It's a quote unquote messy, if you will. Like this is who dude has been like in his career. But I'm more focused on what he said, because that is a conversation that's been held where you talk about, you know, people that put out so much music, high quantity of music, versus does that water down the quality of the music? Because I'm from the side of, it doesn't bother me when somebody takes time to put out a record when it comes out and it's great.
Do you care if it's 5 years in between projects?
Yes.
The fan in me probably does, because I'm selfish and I want to hear more of an artist that I like. But the creative in me says, took that long to cook it. If it comes out great, it kind of justifies it to me. Does that? You see where I'm going with that?
To me. It seems like Byron's got a different take, though.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense, but at the same time, like, Drake will give you something and it's gonna stay there. He'll give you a moment.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Drake gives you moments. Kendrick will give you a body of work that they can live for 2 to 3 years, I say.
Longer than that.
I think the interesting thing to your point, though, is that, to both your points, is that we're in such an era and time of moment. Everything's kind of a moment.
Exactly.
Like, even though I enjoyed Mr. Morale for what it was, for everything you just said, it was still only like a moment. Until I was on to something else. And I don't think that's Kendrick's fault. I just think that's where we're at.
That's what it is. Exactly. And that's the difference between the two. Like, I say Mr. Morale, it was a moment, but it's like it didn't last long. Like it wasn't a damn.
Right.
At all.
I still listen to the record, but it's playlist listening.
Man.
Like there's joints.
I was about to say, tell me what record
it's
Morale that you still listen to.
But I say that to say I listen to a playlist style. Like there's
N95?
records that I like. That's dope. Mirror is dope.
I like the N95 joint.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a handful of them, right? But there are some joints that you probably won't play very often. You know?
But that album, I don't even think this album was meant for that. To the point about body of work. So, but I can still respect it from a creative
because
standpoint.
Kendrick could do that if he wanted to. That's the whole point of it. Like he just decided to give us this.
He did, and he did it with Damn.
To Pimp a Butterfly.
That's what Damn was.
Yeah.
Damn was like, okay, I know To Pimp a Butterfly was a little bit much for y'all to try to digest.
Yeah.
Not for me.
That might be my favorite one, actually.
But Damn, I'm gonna give you straight singles.
Yeah.
And he had record after record after record on that project.
Is that what Fear is on? Fear's on that one?
Yeah.
Fear, Love, Pride, all that
Loyalty,
stuff? That record's fire.
Yeah, all the way through.
But with Drake, he's one of the few artists at this point who can feed the algorithm, and the algorithm will feed him back.
Yep.
You understand? Because he streams so much. If he keeps giving the machine product, most artists just are not eating off the streaming. I think a lot of y'all saw, if you didn't do your Googles, about how Snoop was sitting up with a bunch of tech executives and was like, how does this not add up to this? Where is this money going?
It was like 1 billion streams isn't $1 million.
Isn't $1 million.
Yeah.
You know, and so Drake has figured out a way to play the game. He's like, okay, I'll give y'all this so you can talk about it and you'll listen to it even if you don't like it. You know, when he gave us that, you know, On a Boat in Ibiza album where, you know, you know, taking drugs with models type album, you know, and then he came back and gave us a joint with 21 Savage, you know, and then he's probably going, like I said, we're not getting out of the end of the summer without something from Drake.
He said, for all my dogs is coming.
Exactly.
That's basically what he's saying.
So like,
but that's his lane.
That's his lane. And so what he does, he knows how to do basically
he does
3
the same
different
album,
albums in 3 different styles, you know, and to satisfy everybody. And the thing is, this is where Drake is at right now. Even for people who don't like him, they got to listen to his project at least once so they can properly hate.
Well, you know, and
I mean, unless you're me, I don't have to listen to it to hate.
I don't have to listen to it at all.
And
I want to be researched in my hate.
Yeah,
when
but
I
at
come
the
on
same
here,
time,
I am
you are
very
different.
thorough in
But
my hate.
But you are different. You and Byron are both different too, because you are also looking for records that are going to work in a club.
This is true.
I do not care at all.
I mean, it's, I get you that.
I like
But
the
hold
shrug
up, though,
with it,
hold
too.
up. I will say this though. Drake probably has people feeding him
For sure.
100%.
records.
Yep.
I think Kendrick does too.
In what way? Like style, like, hey, do something like this, or
Man, how much of Baby Keem have you listened to?
Baby Keem is
None.
trash to me.
None.
I'm sorry, Baby Keem is trash to me.
I actually like Baby Keem.
I'm sorry.
What?
Yeah.
I'm gonna act like you did on the
No.
wire. So what?
No, I actually like Baby Keem.
Yeah, when he's got a song with Kendrick.
I don't.
No,
I don't.
no.
Thank you, Jim Moore.
I've listened to every last Baby Keem project. You know what I mean? And
You enjoyed them?
when I hear Win, I hear Baby Keem.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I feel so. You're essentially saying that Kendrick is drawing inspiration on his records from other people around him and
Yes.
stuff. I can see that for sure.
Yeah. So
But I think most artists do that to try to stay relevant in the general. You know, they'll find artists that they kind of mess with, and then they'll try to mold themselves around it. But I'm not. I'm
No,
sorry.
he's not taking
going on.
lyrics.
I'm not going with Baby King personally.
But there's a difference between.
he's
but
he's
did-
putting his cousin on or something.
but did you like Win?
By J Rock.
Yeah.
Well, I like J Rock.
Yeah. I like J Rock.
I actually like
That's what I'm
J-Rock.
saying.
I like J-Rock.
So and then even the J Rock new single East Side
I haven't heard it yet.
Yeah, I heard it.
is hard.
It's hard. Yeah.
J Rock doesn't miss.
True.
Like he doesn't really
True.
miss.
And he kind of took Jeezy's flow, like Jeezy liked to drink, Jeezy liked to smoke, Jeezy liked to mix him Arm & Hammer with his coke.
Really?
He took that and spun it like East Side.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Okay.
It's jamming though.
Yeah, I like J Rock.
I fool with J-Rock.
Reason? Do you
Yeah,
mess with
I
Reason?
mess with
Reason is
too.
nice.
Reason kind of makes the same record every time though.
He's.
If you go
know
back
what?
and listen to it, like I like Reason, but every single record is super predictable.
It's.
I don't want to get too sidetracked, but sorry.
No, I agree 100%. Now he's an incredible lyricist, but it's going to be the same thing
Go back and
9
listen to
times out of 10. Go back and listen to it.
No, you're right.
And I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
No,
Me
Reason's
too.
nice.
I'm talking about. I don't understand how. I don't understand how y'all rock with Baby Keem like
I
that.
can't
I'm
get with
cool.
Baby Keem.
I'm
man.
cool.
I like
It
Baby
might-
Keem.